Now, for more on this topic, we're joined by Dan McClory, President and Head of China with Boustead Company. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, Rachelle.
Now, it's definitely harder to keep money in your pocket. So why is there a double 12 when China already has the very successful double 11 or Singles Day?
Well, I think there was a differentiation, number one, to be made between some of the bigger brands that, quite frankly, end up trampling these smaller businesses. So this is a differentiation between the large brands, which you'll see showing up on Tmall, and now Taobao is the home for the smaller brands and ones that, frankly, are a little bit differentiated. They have some unique products, and they really needed a day of their own.
So what does it bring to the table then when you just have this one day just to focus on some of these smaller brands?
Well, they're emphasizing what they are compared to the larger brands. So these are unique products. They are from small businesses, sometimes even individual sellers. So although the discounting, as we just heard, has taken place, it's been as a special incentive to use mobile because these unique products oftentimes don't have comparable prices in the marketplace, so people are seeing them online and coming to some conclusion about their authenticity, about their credibility, and deciding to buy them or not. But it's really no different, Rachelle, than in the US. You think about, they started out with, Black Friday, and you had Cyber Monday, and then all of a sudden Small Business Saturday showed up that was invented by American Express. It's similar to that in China.
Now, let's also take a look at the idea of this kind of merging of offline and online. What does Alibaba leading another online shopping bonanza with this online to offline or O2O strategy say about the company's future plans?
Well, I think it's very clear that they are in many ways emulating Amazon. So both companies, both Alibaba and Amazon, have led with cloud services. In the case of Amazon, it's called AWS and Amazon Web Services. And they both also made strong investments in physical infrastructure to make it a lot easier for merchants to be able to transact and actually move products to the purchasers.
Now, what about the concept of social commerce? You have recommendations from people in your network or sometimes these celebrities with these large social media followings. What role is that playing in the success of Double 12?
It plays a huge role. If you were to ask me what are the two biggest single success factors, it's mobile. So that's definitely the preferred means of accessing these products, and it's social. So, and these are a couple of areas that, frankly, China has really brought to the forefront in its online population, which consists of probably somewhere around 400 million e-commerce purchasers. So social is definitely the preferred means of publicizing and advertising and efficiently getting to this myriad of shoppers with your message.
Now, obviously, you have this huge consumer market in China. So how do you see foreign businesses and stores participating in the festival?
Well, it's going to take time. I mean, clearly, they have yet to really make a mark. We know that the Chinese are interested in purchasing goods from around the world. So we know that those products are in demand. But the Double 12 Festival has really emerged as a domestic phenomenon, as a domestic event. And right now, the large brands and products from outside of China really haven't made much of an impact. I think it's going to be arriving in the coming years.
So what do you think would encourage more participation from some of these global brands?
Well, you've got to make it easy for them to transact, and clearly Alibaba has created that. And again, you need a marketplace. As strong as these global brands are, we're seeing that consumers in China and elsewhere, they want to go to marketplaces. They don't want to go to just an individual site of a brand. So you need to bring them to a marketplace. You need to make sure you have authenticity. Right. That's emerging as a very key component for any shopper, but especially those looking at foreign goods. You also want to have a single wallet, and I'm talking about an e-wallet or a single online checkout, instead of a consumer having to go to these individual brands, take out their credit card or other means of payment, and input it every single time. So I think to the extent that Alibaba and others can create these online marketplaces that have those features, it's going to make it easier for these foreign brands to come in and easier for Chinese consumers to transact with them online.
So streamlining the process obviously seems to be a trend that's really boosting Chinese e-commerce sector. Just quickly, what other trends in terms of e-commerce should we be on the lookout for?
Well, I think you're seeing it in areas related to fintech or financial technology. So this is some of these alternative payment systems. So Alipay, Ant Financial, because of Union Pay and then sometimes the difficulty of using foreign payment systems in China, China has really gotten to the forefront of financial technology and these types of services. And you're seeing it in a number of different areas. For example, crowdfunding that's taking place for companies that want to raise capital, not just to conduct transactions in products and services.
Right.
We're working with, for example, a crowdfunding company in China out of Hangzhou called Dragon Victory, which will probably be the first ever crowdfunding company listed on a stock exchange, on the New York Stock Exchange, as a matter of fact. So I look for continued innovation in the fintech and the e-commerce sector from China, and I think Double 12 is just another example of that.
All right, certainly lots to watch for. Thank you so much, Dan McClory, President and Head of China with Boustead Company.